everyone, how are we today? Just doing an all signs reading to do with your love connection today. This is our second all signs for Halloween, so happy Halloween. I hope everybody had a blast celebrating this year. So we are sort of still in the spirit a little bit there, and speaking of spirits, that's what we're actually focusing on a little bit today. Halloween is a good time to, honor the spirits, the people that have passed on already, honor the spirits, ward off those bad spirits by dressing up in costumes and those sorts of things, masks and whatnot. So we are sort of looking at the spirits in your connection, the ghosts in your connection, the what is haunting your connection. It is a time where, in quite a lot of cultures, we do really revere the dead at this time, honor our ancestors, honor the dead. So this is actually, this reading, my intention is to sort of, honor the things that are haunting your connection so that we can let those things go and move past those things that have been haunting our love connections. Okay, so regardless of whether you're in an actual connection or not, even if you are single, we are sort of seeing themes coming through of things that are haunting you just in love in general, that you do need to sort of move through. Okay, so we are going to have a look at that today. All right, please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that support. Today I am using the Sweet Love Tea Oracle cards. Okay, the Sweet Love Tea Oracle cards. I do want to just tell you here, on the cards themselves, it does say, spill the tea, find love's hidden truths. So they do have a bit of a combination between, positive and negative messages. So it'll be whatever's sort of coming out for you today. I am also using the romantic lenormand as well. Okay, so as always, I will be taking timestamps. They will be in the description box, so you're more than welcome to check multiple placements, cross-watch your person's placements as well. And starting us off today with Aries. Okay, Aries, what is haunting this connection for Aries? Aries, what is haunting the connection for Aries, please? What is haunting the connection for Aries? Interesting. Why is that haunting this connection? Okay. All right. So we do see a clear storyline here, Aries. When I asked why is that haunting this connection for you here, Aries, I have received the masculine energy. Okay, so this masculine energy is kind of telling us that regardless of the genders in this connection, it's the masculine element that has something stopping this connection from progressing. So, like I said, regardless of genders, it might be a very masculine, feminine, it may be an actual male, all those sorts of things. But, take it as it resonates for your specific situation and connection. But it does seem to be, whoever is opposite to this masculine energy, so we'll say the feminine energy, we all have a balance of both within us. The masculine element here is the one holding on to this haunting. Okay, so the haunting itself, we have the stars and the crossroads. Okay, so what is haunting this connection, Aries, is that someone can't make up their mind about what they actually want, what they actually desire here, because the stars is our dreams, our wishes, our desires, having hope and optimism that things can work. And then with the crossroads, that's a decision or a choice needing to be made, knowing what path we're walking down. This person cannot make up their mind. They don't know which path to take here. They don't know. I feel as though for a lot of you, they don't know what they wish for, full stop. And that's why they don't know which path to take, because they don't know what they're aiming towards here. Or even if they do know what they desire deep down, there's something sort of leaving them in indecision, where they're not making a choice to move towards that. Okay, so we'll have a look with the oracle. You know, we see what haunts this connection. How can we honor this to move through this energy? How can we honor the dead? I'm just trying to find my correct wording for that. Okay, Aries. How can Aries honor what haunts this connection in order to move forward? How can Aries honor this connection? Just leave it at that, yeah? How can Aries honor this connection? These cards do not want to shuffle. It's such a big deck to shuffle, so just give me a second, Aries. How can Aries honor? How can we release the haunting? How can we release the haunting for Aries? How can we release the haunting? There we go. I like that wording better, Aries. Releasing the haunting. One more. Okay, we do have embrace change. Okay, so it does have the keywords of journey, growth, and shift. Through challenges, true connection can flourish. So this is a challenge that this connection actually kind of needs in order to flourish in the right direction. So whichever person this is, we do need to embrace the change that that choosing a direction might bring for this connection, one way or another. No matter what choice is made here, it's going to be the right choice. Okay, even if that leaves this connection behind, that will be the right choice. We need to embrace that change and just get on that path and start walking here. We do have mending souls coming through as well. Love with purpose, heal with compassion. So yes, this person, I'm getting both of the people coming through here. So loving with purpose, this person needing to, find the purpose, finding that wish. What is it that they want here? What is it that they desire out of this connection, and using that as their purpose and moving towards that. The alternate person, healing with compassion, having compassion and understanding for this person being so unsure. Okay, we also have burning bright. Stoke passion to keep the flame of love alive. Intimacy, okay, sparks flying. The physical connection can actually really help mend this connection. All right, help this person find their path here, Aries, whether that's you or this other person. The physical intimacy definitely could be something that really helps sort of stoke the fires of this connection. All right, so you're more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, and I will move on over to our Taurus. Okay, Taurus. Taurus, what is haunting this connection for our Taurus? What haunts this connection for Taurus, please? What haunts this connection for Taurus? Firstly, I have the Tower here. The Tower quite often talks about the foundation within us. All right, so there's a foundation here that is the issue, that is haunting this connection. It's in the past, something from the past that is within somebody's foundational self, like their core beliefs, the foundation that they've created from, I do feel for a lot of them, this is from childhood, from a very young age, that there's something very regimented that within them that this has to be that way. Okay, so we do have that reference to the past there with the foundational card. We also have the owls, which does also reference the past distance, right? Because the owls, the phrase that comes through the owls quite often is, the night is long and owls can be heard in the distance. So, it's like this haunting echo of something from the past, from something, the way that the foundation was created within this person. There is this need to use wisdom rather than allowing past grief or sorrow or a foundation that's been built on loss to affect the connection anymore, because we also have the lilies here as well. So that shows us that yes, it is in the past. The lilies is a very long-term energy, and I am getting this long-term energy. It's going backwards. So it's going backwards to, and I'm just strongly picking up here that it's somebody's childhood, the foundation that was created, the core beliefs that were created within them, the traditional beliefs that this person has from a very young age. They were told this has to happen like this is supposed to be like that. Okay. Just as an example here, Taurus, something that is quite commonly set in foundations is the traditional belief that, the main goal in life is that you're going to marry a person of the opposite sex, and you're going to have, perfect little house, perfect little children, going to buy your own house and have the children and all that sort of stuff. And then in this modern age, we understand that things are very, very different to that in reality, and that not necessarily everyone wants that anymore. So someone here in this connection seems to be fighting that a little bit here. There's something within there. I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to do that. That's the core belief within this person. They need to be more vulnerable with themselves, because that is also emotional intimacy. So for some of you, it may be the core of how they express themselves emotionally as well. Maybe the issue here for somebody. But we'll have a look at how to heal the ghosts, how to honor the spirit of this connection. How does Taurus honor the spirit of this connection? These cards are so difficult to shuffle. Don't mind me. I'm just going to jot that phrase down so I don't forget. Sometimes I have difficulty phrasing how I would like to ask the questions. I'm happy with that one, so we're going to go with that. How do we honor the spirit of this connection for Taurus? Loyalty, first and foremost here, Taurus. Standing by each other through thick and thin. No matter how hard things are, no matter how, no matter what beliefs have been, put in somebody's, subconscious from a very young age, standing by each other through those little challenges here needs tending. So paying more attention to your love life to get results. So paying more attention to this issue and to, being very loyal, like the loyalty within this connection, paying attention to especially, the way that we've set up these traditional core beliefs within us of this is what love is supposed to look like, this is what a relationship is supposed to look like, tending to those beliefs and adjusting as needed, and not shying away from adjusting those if it's not suiting you. All right, we do see flying high as well here, feeling infatuated or having an intense affair. So I feel as though, once we focus on the loyalty within the connection and we really, tend to those issues there, we can sort of soar above it all. We can get together and, fly past all this stuff and go back to just feeling infatuated and very intensely towards each other there, Taurus. So I do see a lot of potential happiness with this connection. It just seems to be something within somebody's core. Their childhood beliefs that sort of were drilled into them. So for some of you, it may be like religious beliefs and those sorts of things that are just sort of impacting this person and this connection to this day. Okay, you are more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, and we will move on over to our Geminis. Okay, Gemini. What is haunting this connection for our Geminis? Gemini, what is haunting this connection for Gemini, please? Seeing a lot of emotions here, but it's I'm getting a very specific message as well as a more generalized message here, Gemini. The cards I have for you here. Firstly, we have the Child. Okay, in the center we have the lilies, and then we also have the woman. Okay, so we're looking at the feminine aspect of this connection, regardless of genders, regardless of same-sex connections. We are seeing that the more feminine attributed person within the connection, we do have a balance of both between us, masculine and feminine in us all, but we are looking at that person. Okay, the very specific message I'm getting. I will mention it. It's feeling like it may only be relevant to maybe one person here. But I am picking up on even though I've just said I don't normally genderize here, I am picking up on a feminine who, in the past, maybe even a long time ago, has really struggled with having a child, or has even lost a child, had miscarriages, those sorts of things in the past. Okay, and that's what's affecting this person and therefore the connection as well. Okay, I do feel it's something, in the past. It's talking about in the past here, for that specific scenario. And so, that is quite specific. Not everyone is going to have that experience or whatnot. And I am also picking up that for one of you, that's what it is, but you just don't know about that. Okay, so if you're the masculine energy in the connection, you may not know about that person's past when it comes to child loss or miscarriage or struggles with falling pregnant. And it is still affecting this person. Okay. For everybody else, what the issue is with this feminine, what's haunting this feminine more than anything is their inner child. Like, I am getting a couple of different messages here. I do seem to be picking up strongly on an actual female counterpart of a connection that is really struggling with some stuff that has happened in their past, in their childhood. Okay. And childhood spans until, 18, right? So they may have been a teenager, not just young child. and it's just caused some issues with the way that they connect on an intimate emotional level. They struggle to nurture their emotions in a positive kind of a way. For some of you, that may come across as immaturity, all right? Struggling to move forward in positive ways, with an adventurous spirit. They may be very serious and about things here. So that seems to be the main haunting of this connection, steeped in somebody's, inner child issues with immaturity, or actual childhood issues, or past stuff connected to children. Okay, is what I've got for you there, Gemini. But Gemini, honoring the spirit of this connection, honoring the spirits of this connection. Let's have a look for you. Gemini, honoring the spirits of this connection for our Geminis. Oh, these cards do not want to shuffle. Brand new deck, and it's got quite a lot of cards. It's more cards than I'm really used to. With Lenormand Standard only has 36, and this is a 78 card deck, so it is just a little bit bigger than I am used to shuffling. It's just taking me a second to get the hang of it, especially with new cards. They do tend to be very slippy, and they sort of don't want to shuffle as nicely as I like to shuffle. Honoring the spirit of this connection for our Geminis. Okay, so I did have one fall out. That was celebration. Taking time to appreciate the good things in this connection. Okay, so finding that sense of adventure in the connection, that sense of playfulness and celebration within the connection will really help, honor this stuff here. For those of you where, if you know that this is someone has lost a child or has had a miscarriage, there may be the need to actually recognize that through celebration in some kind of a way. Okay, I'm just being shown here. I do have a friend who had a stillborn, and they, bake a cake and have, a little celebration, for what has, because it was still important to them, So there may just be something like that needs to happen in that connection. Free flight. Give one another space to grow, okay? So releasing, breathing, and clearing, allowing this person space. Especially, I do feel for some of you, it's especially at a certain, time. There might be like a specific date or something like that where this does sort of reoccur and hit this person a little bit harder. We also see the attraction card coming through here. Having great chemistry or able to manifest love, desire, power, and allure. So recreating, giving each other a bit of freedom, but, celebrating your attraction to this person and, celebrating your desire for one another as well. Okay, so that's what we have for you, Gemini. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Cross-watch your person's placements. Subscribe to the channel, and I will move on over to our Cancers. Okay, Cancer. Cancer, what is haunting this connection for our Cancers? Cancer, what is haunting this connection for Cancer? Is that just somebody's fear here, Cancer? I am seeing what is haunting this connection, but I am sort of intuitively picking up that this is not factual. It's not factual one way or another. For some of you, it may possibly be factual. I just want to see if this will clarify it for me as to whether this is this factual or is this a fear? Is this factual or a fear for Cancer? It's not a fact, but if it is a fact, right, at the moment it's something that someone is fearing within this connection. But if it is a fact, you're going to find out very soon that this is going on, okay? Because this is the writer bringing in news, so it will come out one way or another, whether this is truth or not. All right, because someone here in this connection, Cancer, someone has fear, and it does feel like fear. Okay, we do see the dog coming through firstly, so we have loyalty at the is the issue that's haunting this connection. Loyalty. Someone is asking themselves, is my person loyal to me? Someone is questioning, are they loyal to me? Are they staying loyal to me? Are they, being loyal? We do have the book here, which talks about the unknown, secrets, mysteries. I don't know. I don't know if my person is being loyal to me. I don't know. Should I give them some understanding and compassion because, should I give them the benefit of the doubt, basically? Or what's going on here? It feels like, are they keeping something secret from me? Are they keeping their loyalty secret from me? We do also see the snake here as well, which is the card of deceit and betrayal. Okay, so we do really definitely see that loyalties are being questioned here. And like I said, it's not, it seems to be just a fear that somebody is being disloyal, somebody has betrayed somebody else here. It seems to be just a fear. I'm not seeing any actual fact that this has happened. Okay, so don't freak out too badly here, Cancer, because I do feel with that rider showing itself when I ask the question outright, I do feel as though it will come to the surface. You'll find out if your fears are true, it will come out. Okay, and the rider is usually very, very fast energy as well. So I would dare say with that rider showing up, he normally comes in pretty quick. So within a couple of days, maybe up to 2 weeks for some of you here, you will know for sure, if this is a fear or truth. All right. So, and if that's you that is fearful of that, you will know about that. And if that's your person, obviously you know how to respond to that fear. You maybe need to do something in order to reassure this person that it's not a fact. If you know that it's not a fact, maybe you need to reassure them somehow. But Cancer, how can Cancer honor the spirit of this connection? Honoring the spirit of this connection for Cancer, please. Honoring the spirit of this connection for our Cancers. Okay, so firstly we have expectations. Having very high ideals or unreasonable requirements. Okay, so if you are the person that is fearful that this person is being disloyal to you, if that turns out to not be the case, you do need to ask yourself here, Cancer, why do I expect that to be the case? Why, why do I see, because it feels as though this fear is actually an expectation here. That, maybe someone's been betrayed in the past and it's making you fearful that that's going to happen every single time. So maybe you're, expecting more than what this person can give, and then when they can't give you all of these things, you're telling yourself, well, they must be betraying me then. No, I just feel the need to tell you here, Cancer, that expectations are an individual thing. that sometimes to hold somebody to such high expectation, it puts pressure on that person and makes it harder for them to meet those expectations. And you also need to ask yourself, like, if they are unreasonable demands or unreasonable requirements that you're putting on this person. Not everybody has the same expectations that you do for yourself. Okay, just because you put the certain level of expectations on yourself, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can put those expectations on somebody else. This is a lesson I've learned recently. Okay, because I was putting expectations on somebody that they would communicate as often and as clearly as I do. Because, I'm someone I'm a talker. I like to talk about my feelings. I like to, make sure that if I'm, talking to somebody, that I'm reassuring them that, yes, this is, your place in my world. And I was expecting to be given the same in return. But then I kind of realized that that person, they're not a talker. They're normally very, very quiet and reserved. So why would I put an expectation on them that they would be as talkative and communicative as what I am? Because, yeah, that's a fine expectation to put on me and myself, but it's kind of unfair to put on that person when I know that they are somebody who needs a lot more space than I do in connections and whatnot, all those sorts of things. So, I had to kind of lower my expectations a little bit and understand that, sometimes just because I wanted that person to message me doesn't mean that they were able to, because they're such a quiet, reserved person that maybe they couldn't communicate as frequently as I do. Just as an example for you there, Cancer. We do also see the power play coming through here as well. So wanting to dominate or control the relationship, and needing to once again ask, is that coming into consideration? Is power and domination and controlling the relationship coming into consideration when it comes to the expectations that we're putting on each other within the connection, on presumptions being made here? Because, if you're making these presumptions, is that a form of controlling the outcome? Once again, with those, if you're expecting a certain outcome, a negative outcome, you're expecting this person to betray you, you're kind of controlling where this relationship is going to go. Because, the more that you're manifesting that, and it's more likely to happen. Okay, so be very careful of that. But also fan the flames. So there is potential. Doing what it takes to keep the passion alive. So focusing on the passion of the connection, it does say renewal, romance, and care. So really taking care of the connection and renewing the positive, loving, passionate energy between the two of you. Focusing on the physical, because we saw the snake there as well, which is the card of physical intimacy as well. So that might be all it takes to get this connection back on track for you here, Cancer. All right, so that's what we have for you today. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Cross-watch your person's placements, subscribe to the channel, and we will move on over to our Leos. Okay, Leo, what is haunting this connection? Leo, what is haunting Leo's connection, please? Ooh. Leo. I kind of feel like this is not one or the other of you. I feel like this is kind of both of you in this connection, Leo. Firstly, we have the fox. Okay. That can talk about, wearing a bit of a mask here, hiding true feelings, being a bit of a game player, manipulating the way that things are happening in the connection. But the important thing with the fox is we're putting on that mask to protect ourselves. We're, manipulating things in our favor to protect ourselves. It's not a negative intention. It's a protection thing for our own survival. All right, maybe that's the only way you know how to deal with love and love relationships here. It can feel like it's a little bit selfish to somebody else here. It does feel like it's a little bit of a selfish energy, so I feel like it's both of you though. So I feel like you may feel like your person is a little bit selfish and independent and, says whatever they have to say to, get what they want. But they may feel as though you do that as well, Leo. Especially here with the mountain in the middle of this. So the mountain is like blockages within the connection, within self as well. I do feel as though there's a bit of hard work here, that you both know that there's a lot of hard work to get on the same page. But the interesting thing is the reason that it's such a struggle for you both, that there is this big giant obstacle between the both of you, is that because you're not realizing that you are both so similar, and you're both this fox energy, and you're both this masculine energy as well. And to an extent, you're both this mountain energy as well. Because, the mountain, it is the Capricorn card. So, it can be a little bit, standoffish, like very stubborn, immovable, like a mountain, making these big blocks in between each other. From, because we have the masculine there, which is a very domineering, controlling energy. So it's kind of like you're both trying to control, like there's a bit of power play going on, a bit of, you're both trying to control the dynamic of this connection without realizing that you are both the masculine energy. We're looking at a dual masculine energy here. It's not just you, it's not just them, it's both of you. Okay, Leo, you're both sort of trying to hold back your emotions and feeling as though the other one has got all these blocks between you and them emotionally, but you're doing the same thing. You're not aware of you doing that as well, that you're actually mirroring each other quite strongly here, and you're both very heavy up in your heads. Okay, both the fox and the masculine are intelligent, yes, but that's head space in your thoughts, in your heads, not in your heart and soul. Okay, so that's what's creating the blocks between you both, is the fact that you both are actually very similar. And it's creating these blockages between the two of you because you seem to be unaware of that. You seem to be unaware of the fact that the things that are triggering you about this person, those same things are what's triggering this person about you. Okay, it's like tit for tat kind of energy. And it's kind of like a bit of a power play. It's like Leo's not telling me their true feelings, so I'm not going to tell Leo my true feelings. And then you're like, they're not telling me their true feelings, so I'm not going to show my true feelings. And it's just tit for tat at this point. It's not serving either of you. You're both reflecting each other, and it's making this mountain grow between the two of you. All right, but we'll have a look at honoring the spirit of this connection and see if we can conquer this mountain for you here, Leo. Leo, honoring the spirit of this connection for our Leos, please. Honoring the spirit of this connection for Leo. There it is. One of the things I just said. Was that the only one that flipped? Yeah. Control. Flipping. Taking responsibility for both actions and emotions. Stepping up. Steering. Okay. So, with two captains on the ship, fighting for control here. both of you needing to take responsibility for your actions and your emotions within this connection, because it does need tending here, Leo. Paying more attention to your love life to get results, nourishing, dating, responding. Okay, so nourishing these issues and tending to this control issue and this power play between the two of you, and you know, we have the graceful dance coming through. So it's like, yeah, the control stuff, it's a graceful dance between the two of you, both of you needing to release control a little bit here and there, and allowing the other to take control sometimes as well. Lift each other up during both high and low times. Okay, inspire, hold, footing. So yeah, working on your footwork around each other, and especially around these control issues here. It does need a bit of tending to here. Mountains are never insurmountable though, Leo, so this can be overcome, but I feel as though you both need to realize that you're both being very masculine energy up in your heads about this. Neither of you are coming from an emotional standpoint here. So, you know, that's what needs tending to. Both of you coming through emotionally for the other a little bit more. Okay, so that's what we have for you today, Leo. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course, and crosswatch, subscribe, and we will move on to our Virgos. Okay, Virgo. Virgo, what is haunting this connection for you, Virgo? Virgo, what is haunting this connection? Rough. I'm getting a pretty clear storyline here, Virgo. And I feel like you do know about this, Virgo. Is this you that has... Firstly, we have the mountain coming through. Blockages, obstacles, delays in this connection. They're all stemming, the blockages, it's like this immovable mountain. It's like this, you don't know how to put the work in to overcome these obstacles between you and this person. It does feel like you're both kind of like at a bit of a distance. It's like, you know, you're on one side of this mountain and your person's on the other side of this mountain, and you're trying to work out how to get back together to them. And you know that it's going to take a lot of hard work, a lot of discipline, a lot of determination to sort these obstacles, these struggles between the two of you out. Because the struggles are coming from this energy here. We have the snake and the moon coming through. So this is some sort of, I hate to say it, Virgo, but it feels like it's an emotional betrayal, some sort of emotional deception. So I am getting specific things being shown here. So, you know, it could be an out and out betrayal per se, but I am getting like an emotional deception, like somebody hasn't been fully honest with their emotions here. Somebody doesn't care as deeply, or hasn't cared as deeply about this connection as the other. Could also, you know, with that there, it could be that there has been an out and out deception and betrayal. You know, because the snake can talk about physical intimacy, like one night stands and those sorts of fling type energies. But I feel like you know about this already, Virgo. So I feel like whatever this is, you know about this already. And it's more so, it's like the problem is that it's haunting you, I feel, Virgo. And it's haunting your emotions. It's not like it's I don't feel like it's affecting your person. They may feel that there's something, but it doesn't feel like, from their side, that it doesn't feel like it's as huge of a mountain as what it does for you, Virgo. So I kind of want to ask you, Virgo, are you aware that you don't have as much feeling towards this person as they have towards you? Or, is your intuition telling you something about a deception or a betrayal, and it's your fear that's coming through here? I feel like a lot of you know what this is. So if you're not resonating with that, because I am just sort of picking up here, Virgo, that if this is for you, you know what I'm talking about. All right, you already know what I'm talking about for your situation. So if you don't know what I'm talking about for your situation, you may want to cross-watch your person's placements, or watch one of your other strong placements. This may not be for you. Okay, it is a collective message, of course. But we'll have a look at, how can we honor the spirit of this connection? How can Virgo honor the spirit of this connection, please? Honoring the spirit of this connection for Virgo. Stay vigilant. Set clear boundaries to ensure your well-being. Being aware, being healthy and control. Okay, so being aware, allowing yourself to observe and monitor the situation. Okay, assess and be vigilant about making sure you've got clear boundaries set of what is and what is not acceptable, especially for those of you where you are fearful of somebody else's deception. Making magic, all right? Everything seems perfect and it's not an illusion. Okay, so believe in love, trust. This is a strong connection. We also see two sides. Navigating the delicate balance of give and take, putting in more time and effort, okay, between the two of you. So, like I said, there's two sides to the story here, Virgo, and this seems to be your side alone, all right? This other person doesn't seem to be stressed about this the way that you are. So, yeah, you may want to cross-watch their placement and see what it is going on for them within the connection, because whatever is stressing you out here doesn't seem to be the same thing for this person. All right, but you're more than welcome to cross-watch. Check your other strong placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, and I will move on over to Libra. Okay, Libra, what is haunting this connection? Libra, what is haunting this connection? Some sort of news you have received. We have the Rider here, firstly. Something sort of came out of the blue. Some sort of news that you have received. For some of you, it's like getting back up on the horse in some kind of way in order to move off into the sunset in this connection. There's something has happened in the past, some sort of news that's been brought to you in the past about this connection, or an issue that you've had in the past. It's kind of getting back up on the horse in order to move forwards. It's still sort of holding this connection back a little bit. It's like for some of you, it's like an issue that someone has brought up into the connection, or a fight that you've had ages ago that, like, it may not have been ages ago, but it's like an argument or a disagreement that you've had in the past that maybe we're not happy with how it got resolved, or that it wasn't resolved. within the connection, because and it would be in regard to this garden energy. Okay, so the garden talks about somebody's social life, somebody's public life. So maybe somebody is putting on some sort of public face that the other person is not entirely happy with. Somebody is maybe more of a sociable person. They may have, it may have been a disagreement about a specific event or a specific, someone went and met up with friends, and the other one, was like, I wouldn't, something happened when you met up with your friends, or I don't want you to go and meet up with your friends so often. Maybe for some of you here, could have to do with some sort of event that has taken place in the past. It could also be like an invitation or a proposal that was presented to the other in some kind of way. Like maybe somebody presented this proposal, let's do things this way, and the other one is not necessarily happy with how that was resolved between the two of you, because we do see the moon here as well. So someone is still, emotional about whatever's happened here. There's a lot of emotions attached, that may be a little bit sensitive about this particular issue, and so that's why it's sort of haunting this connection a little bit, because it's just still in somebody's emotions, that they're just not entirely happy with this news that was brought to them, or having to get on with things after this has been discussed and resolved, or whatever. Okay, so it doesn't really feel like anything huge, to be honest, Libra. I'm picking up strongly that someone like goes out with their friends, and the other one doesn't want them to go out with their friends as much, or someone there might just be a mismatch, like not a mismatch, but like a difference. Like somebody might be more sociable than the other, and so we just both have some sort of emotions about that. Okay, Libra. Honoring the spirit of this connection for Libra, please. Honoring the spirit of this connection for Libra, please. These cards really don't like shuffling today. Oh, very interesting here, Libra. That firstly, we do see the ever after card. So, yeah, it is a very strong connection, regardless. Like I said, it doesn't feel like this thing haunting the connection is a huge drama, to be honest. Having the fortitude to create a lasting love. So this definitely has, potential to last the distance. Look at that cute little elderly couple sitting there together, still very much in love. We do see here, this is something very interesting to me. We do have the attraction card. Okay. Having great chemistry, or being able to manifest love, desire, power, allure. Okay, so we do see a focus here on the physical attraction between the two of you, having a lot of chemistry, and being able to use that to make this enduring love. Pardon me. But we also see hidden desires. Okay, so we are seeing sex playing a role for you, Libra, with how you can honor this connection. Okay, this does say there's a fantasy that's unfulfilled. Okay, secret and tempted. It does also say there's someone else, but I don't feel like there's somebody else at all. It's a desire that's unfulfilled, a fantasy that is unfulfilled, that maybe you haven't told this other person. So there is something, sexually. I'm picking up on something sexually, a desire that needs to be fulfilled, or let's try this kind of energy there. It may just help bring that spark back a little bit more for you, Libra, and get things moving and shaking a little bit more, honoring the spirit of this connection. Okay, but that's what we have for you. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements. All right, Crosswatch, subscribe to the channel, and we will move on over to our Scorpios. Okay, Scorpio. Scorpio, what is haunting this connection for Scorpio? What haunts this connection for our Scorpios, please? Growth. Okay, firstly we see the tree coming through. And the next two cards, I feel like one is you and one is the other person, and it's up to you to work out which one's which, yeah? But the main theme is that there's a mismatch in maturity, in growth, wanting to grow together, but there is a bit of a mismatch in maturity levels between you and this person. Okay, so one of you is the bear, very strong, stable, secure, trying to nurture the connection, standing strong and tall and firm and powerful. So someone's like this big mama bear that just wants to protect and love, and you may have very strong, you or this person may have very strong, ideals and maturity. Okay, the bear has a lot of maturity, whereas the other person, we see the child energy, very childlike, playful energy. Okay, and to be completely honest, it's not even a mismatch. Okay, because the bear can actually, like I said, it's the mama bear that protects and loves and nurtures that childlike energy. But sometimes the bear may sort of get a little bit defensive and see that childish nature as immature. All right, and you're not growing, you're not getting on, you're not as mature and wise as I am. We need to both be mature and responsible, whereas the child energy is like, no, let's just have fun and enjoy life, and it's all an adventure. So it's actually a really great pairing in one sense, where what do they always say, opposites attract and all that sort of thing. So the child can make the bear more playful and fun and whatnot, and the bear can make the child more responsible and mature. But we're just sort of seeing that this is haunting the connection, that the distance between the growth of each person as an individual, the wisdom, the maturity levels, does seem to be a bit of an issue that sort of comes up frequently in this connection for you, Scorpio. Okay, but how can Scorpio honor the spirit of this connection? Honoring the spirit of this connection for Scorpio, please. Honoring the spirit of this connection for Scorpio. Graceful dance. Okay, so yeah, it's like these two dancers. One's trying to do the fun modern dance, the other's trying to do the traditional ballet. Okay, lift each other up during both high and low times. So it's a dance that you can do in synchronicity, like in sync. But sometimes, we're going to have a misstep here and there, because we do see the power balance. And that's what it's really all about, is it is power balance between the two of you, and trying to find this dance where we both have a level of power that is okay for both of us. Have mutual respect and shared responsibilities. So equality, respect, and care coming through there with that. But wish granted, Scorpio. It becomes a fairy tale when you make it real. Okay? And I just want to add there, even a fairy tale, in a fairy tale they say happily ever after. No one ever mentions that happily ever after takes work. Okay, it is going to have moments where we misstep, and other moments where we're in perfect sync. A fairy tale, happily ever after takes work. We've got a constant, if we want that fairy tale to continue, we do need to keep putting in the work to, keep it ever after. Okay, but that's what we have for you today, Scorpio. You're more than welcome to check out your other placements, cross-watch your person's placements, subscribe to the channel, and we will move on over to our Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius. What is haunting this connection for Sagittarius? Sagittarius, what is haunting this connection for Sagittarius, please? um, fear a little bit. Just one more to clarify that message, please. Okay, Sagittarius, you're the first sign I'm kind of really picking this up, that it's not necessarily a connection that is current and existing. Because I have the owls, firstly. Okay, so this is using your wisdom. There is this echo of grief in the distance and fear, that worries you in the back of your mind here, Sagittarius. This is you worried in the back of your mind that you're not going to have your true wish come true. This is the stars, your wishes, your desires, your hope and optimism. Okay, so there is a bit of grief colouring that for you, that you're kind of worried. It feels like fear a little bit, worry, concern, grief that you've lost love in the past, and it's kind of like someone saying to me, I'm just worried that my true wish for love is never going to come true. I'm never going to meet the person that I need and want. We have the garden there as well. Okay, so the garden is my date card. That is meeting people, going out and spending time together, meeting somebody. So I do feel as though for a lot of you, this is, you're worried that you're never going to meet the person. You've lost love in the past, and now it worries you that I'm never going to meet the person that is my dream come true. Clarifying that we have the flowers, okay, which is, with both the star and the flowers there is a lot of potential here. There is a reason to have hope, Sagittarius. The flowers is like equal give and take. So you're really wanting something. For some of you, it's more specifically about, I'm never going to have the reciprocal energy that I want. I'm never going to get as much as I give, kind of energy. This person's never going to meet me halfway. So if there is a specific person, you may just have concerns more so about it being equal, it being reciprocal, it being, them giving as much as you're giving to the connection. But it is coloured by this worry, this concern. So it's telling you to be wise and understand that the past is not the future. That there is a reason to have hope here. There is reward for all your hard effort here. But that seems to be what's kind of haunting this connection, or a potential connection. I've just dropped half this deck. So we'll have a look at how we can honor the spirit of this connection, or love in general for you, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, how can Sagittarius honor the spirit of this connection, please? Honoring the spirit of this connection for Sagittarius. This deck does not like shuffling. Yeah, so we do see the unsure energy here. Questioning past actions and current decisions, having doubts and needing time. Okay, so you're still just a little bit unsure about whether this is going to happen for you or not. All right, so you're needing to clear that and just sit with that and understand that it's okay to not know what the future brings. None of us really do, really. But questioning past actions in order to, make better decisions in the future for yourself. Having this awareness, okay? We have an awareness card here. This one is distracted or filling your life with other things. So this is like, because you're unsure, you're maybe avoiding love altogether, and you're trying to distract yourself with other things. And so it's really just sitting with the awareness of understanding what's going on for yourself when it comes to love, and the fact that you do have these fears. We all have these fears. It's very human to fear, but there's not, that doesn't stop you from having hope. Okay, that it is going to be possible to find what you're looking for here. Nurture growth as well. Okay, attend to your bonds with love and patience. Trust, support, playful energy. I feel like it's trusting in yourself, trusting in the universe that, what will be shall be. Okay, I know it's easier said than done, Sagittarius, but that's what's coming through for you. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Cross-watch a specific person's placements. Like I said, you're the first sign where I'm not picking up on a specific person, on the other side of the connection for you here, Sagittarius. So if there is a specific person, you may want to cross-watch their placement. Okay, subscribe to the channel, and we will move on over to our Capricorns. Okay, Capricorn. Capricorn, what is haunting this connection for Capricorn? Capricorn, what is haunting this connection for Capricorn, please? One more for... Oh, no. I actually just want to clarify. Just clarify that first card for Capricorn and what is haunting this connection, please. Okay, so I don't know whether this is you or this person, Capricorn, but the first card I have here is the bear. Okay, so this person is someone very strong, like powerful, confident, probably. Very, very strong energy. They're probably a bit of a nurturer. This can be the mama bear. It's about boundaries, I feel, for a lot of you. Trying to stand strong in your boundaries, or this person trying to stand strong in their boundaries, but really like struggling to maintain the boundaries, or making sure they're not stepping over somebody's boundaries, or allowing someone to step over their boundaries. There is a little bit of defensiveness coming from this person as well, but it's because of this. It's clarified by the clouds. Okay, so this person, it's like their judgment is a little bit clouded here. They're a bit confused. They're a bit anxious. They're worried. It's like they're a strong person, but they don't know how to be strong in this connection. They're very powerful, but they're confused about what that means for the connection. And maybe they're being too strong for the connection. It could be, confusion and anxiety about how someone is exerting their power, they're exerting their boundaries, or I feel like it's very wrapped up with this third card as well, though. Because I'll show you, I'll jump straight to the third card. We have the letter, okay, which is all about communication. So I don't know whether there's a lack of communication between you and this person, or someone just doesn't know how to express themselves. The communication comes through very confusing because of anxiety, I feel, for a lot of you here. And it may even be on both sides a little bit here. In the center, we have the house. So it's like there's this is haunting the connection. About the potential stability and security of this connection does haunt this connection as well. The communication, the stability, the security, this, creating a home with this connection. It's like someone's trying to nurture this family, but because of this confusion and clouded judgments and issues with communication, it's just not, it's just leaving questions. I feel that confusion is really strong. It's just like leaving a lot of questions, and this bear energy is probably overthinking things really big time. Overthinking every little communication, overthinking the potential security and stability here. Maybe the bear, because of the clouds there could also be some issues with emotional or mental stability on someone, maybe both of you, within this connection. And it's causing some concerns, making it hard to have very clear boundaries, especially around the communication. The communication actually does feel like the strongest issue here. The anxieties and the overthinking and the communication do really seem to be the main things with this connection, Capricorn. But we'll have a look at how we can honor the spirit of this connection. Honoring the spirit of this connection for Capricorn, please. Honoring the spirit of this connection for Capricorn. These cards do not like to shuffle. Honoring the spirit of this connection for our Capricorns, please. Very interesting. That house card. Something haunting the connection, and then we're seeing that that's part of what honors the spirit of this connection. Okay, because we have stability. Finding your balance and not rocking the boat. Poised, calm, steady. So not allowing those racing thoughts to overtake the stability here. So I do feel as though, the security exists, and it's just maybe being questioned by you or this person. And that's what is haunting there, is the fact that it's being questioned so heavily when, we're seeing that as the honoring. If we're just sitting in the fact of it's stable and trusting that it's stable and that there is stability there, would actually be much better for the connection. We do also see the on the move card as well, which refers to that house as well. Next steps, taking actions, moving away or getting a new home together. So this is potentially, relating to stable housing together. Like moving in together. This is family home kind of energy. This is, maybe taking that next step, taking action towards stabilizing this connection is actually going to honor this and help remove some of these things that are haunting the connection, because it seems to be, it's all up in someone's head, their concerns and their worries about the stability. That someone just feels very stressed and very anxious, and they're just unsure what's happening there. I kind of feel, I am just picking up intuitively here, it's kind of one of those things that it's going to work itself out. Like, there's no need to worry as much as we're seeing the worry happening here. Attraction. Having great chemistry or able to manifest love. Desire, power, and allure. So there is a lot of attraction between you and this person. Focusing on the attraction, I feel like maybe someone in this connection might actually communicate through attraction rather than words. If that helps, if you're the one that is sort of overthinking everything there, Capricorn, that may actually help give you a better understanding of what's actually happening in this connection. Okay? But you are more than welcome to cross-watch your person's placements. Check out your other strong placements there, Capricorn. Subscribe to the channel, and I will move on over to our Aquarians. Okay, Aquarius. What is haunting this connection for Aquarius? Just looking at my beautiful horns, thinking I should have done some of that black blood or something. Honoring this. Oh, wait, sorry, I'm moving ahead of myself there, Aquarius. Getting distracted, sorry. What is haunting this connection for Aquarius? I feel like someone in this connection, that's what's happening as well. Someone's trying to distract themselves. Just clarify that central card, because just clarify that central card for Aquarius and what's haunting this connection, please. Seeing a lot of stress here. And even stress in the hidden energy here. Firstly, we have the masculine energy. Okay, so I do feel as though this is actually referring to the masculine energy in this connection. Okay, so when I say masculine energy, I'm not necessarily talking about gender. Both anyone can have a different combination of masculine and feminine energy. Ideally we like to balance that out, but for this connection, we're looking at the person who is the more masculine within the connection. Okay, and they have, I don't know whether it's, we have the scythe here. Okay, so I don't know whether this is that they've done something very suddenly and decisively. Maybe they've cut, like it feels like they've cut you off, Aquarius, just out of nowhere. Has this person cut you off? Like, if you're the feminine and this person is the masculine, have they cut you off? Or have you cut them off? Or, have they made some big sort of sudden impulsive kind of change? The scythe really does talk about, a sudden break or a change. So it feels like something has kind of happened out of nowhere. And this masculine has done something out of nowhere, has broken away, or has made some big change, like just very unexpectedly. Clarifying the scythe, I have the mice card here. So that does lead me to believe that this is, they've suddenly broke up kind of thing, because the mice does talk about loss. It does talk about stuff in the past. Feeling as though something was taken from you. So, it could be referencing someone this masculine being haunted by a breakup in their past. But if they haven't sort of broken off with you, or had some sort of sudden change of heart, it's got to do with loss and, feeling as though something was taken from them. And it's got to do with the past a little bit there as well. Something that eats away at them kind of thing. It niggles away in the back of their head. So it definitely could be like they're very, they're an overthinker as well. We have the clouds here as well. So, that is the card of overthinking and, letting our thoughts spiral out of control to the point that we're confused and anxious about things, very stressed, anxious energy here. So this person may just be holding on to something from the past. It's a breakup that's happened in the past, that it's still like it's stressing them out. It's making them very anxious. It's making them overthink every little thing in this connection. So is this you, Aquarius? Are you the masculine, or is that your person? It's clouding it's clouding their judgment or your judgment. It's clouding, confusing this person. And it does, like, the more that I say, it may be a past breakup, the more that's what it feels like. I don't know that it's, they may have broken things off with you very suddenly, in the past. Maybe it's in the past and that's why it's stressing you out, because you're kind of like, if they've done it before, they can do it again, kind of thing. But that seems to be what's haunting this connection, Aquarius, as to whether that's, a break between you and this person, or a break in the masculine's past. But how can Aquarius honor the spirit of this connection? Honoring the spirit of this connection for Aquarius, please. Honoring the spirit of this connection for Aquarius. Seeing the same cards coming out for a lot of people today. Making magic. Everything seems perfect and it's not an illusion. So that's what's happening. Someone's overthinking things because it's like, this is too good to be true. But it is true. Just because something's perfect, it doesn't mean that it's going to explode. Someone's fear getting the better of them, their stress, their anxiety getting the better of them. Exploring, testing the waters, or still looking for the right one. Searching, finding the right path here. So, they may be questioning themselves very heavily here. Should I explore other options? Should I, testing the waters just within the connection of, like, because what happens with that with such that heavy energy in the clouds there, that's that sort of energy of someone who may test the waters of, well, I'm going to push this person away and, so they're kind of creating problems. Even though I want to be with this person, I'm going to push them away because, I have fear, But there is a lot of attraction. It's self-sabotaging behavior. That's what I was trying to say. Having great chemistry or able to manifest love, desire, power, and allure. So there is a lot of attraction between you and this person. I do feel for some of you, Aquarius, you haven't even met this person yet. So just being aware that this person, if you haven't met this person yet, being aware that this person is very in their head, about what's happened to them in the past, and you know, worried that, oh, it looks too perfect to be true. So, you know, I feel like they might try to push things away, regardless of the attraction, regardless of how perfect you are for them, or they are for you. There may just be this inclination to push it away because it seems too perfect to be real. But it is real, okay? It's trusting, believing in love, all right? That's what we have for you, Aquarius. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements, cross-watch your person's placements as well. Subscribe to the channel, and I will move on over to our Pisces. Okay. Pisces. What is haunting this connection for Pisces? Pisces, what haunts this connection for Pisces, please? Pardon me. Oh, I'm picking up on multiple people here, Pisces. Clarify that second card for Pisces, please. What haunts this connection? Why are we seeing that second card haunting this connection for Pisces? Yeah. Why are we seeing that third card for Pisces? Please clarify that third card for Pisces. Yeah. And I hate to say it, but this fits with what I know of some of my Pisces. The first card we're seeing here is the mice energy, Pisces. Okay, so there's some stuff that's happened in the past for you with love. Okay, I am picking up for a lot of you that you're not actually in a connection right now. And if you are, you'll know whereabouts in this you all kind of fit. But I'm just I'm really only picking up on kind of like your perspective, Pisces, rather than, you know, a lot of the other signs I have been able to pick up both sides of a connection. Whereas for you, I'm only picking up on you here, Pisces. And you're stressed about just love, okay? Whether it's a specific connection or love in general, stressed, okay? Because of what's happened in the past, what you've lost in the past, what's been taken from you in the past. It eats away at your energy. It eats away in your thoughts. You're stressed about it. Okay. I feel like this references someone in your past, specifically. We have the fox here. Okay. So, because that was clarified by the feminine. Okay. So that's kind of telling me that I'm reading you as the feminine here, Pisces, where you are feeling very emotional. There's a lot of emotions attached to this past stuff, because this fox in the past, someone was wearing a mask, someone was acting selfishly, someone was, you know, maybe being a little bit manipulative, playing games, was a player, full stop. They thought they were really clever, but really they were just manipulating. Okay. This is someone playing games, mind games, you know, playing games in general, being a player, being selfish, saying what they've got to say to get what they want. Not the best energy. Normally the fox is a little bit softer than that, but it's coming through quite harshly here. And Pisces, this affects you to your core. You know, it's still very raw and emotional within yourself, I feel. You know, the feminine is very, you know, I feel like you're just trying to heal from that, but it still stresses you out a lot. And especially too, because what I'm seeing here, we have the rider coming through here. So you are wanting to, you know, there's a part of you that's wanting to get up on that horse try again. You know, wanting to get back up on the horse, try again with love. But you're scared as hell of getting back up on that horse because you're afraid of falling again. You know, that's what I'm seeing here, Pisces, that this feminine is so scared of fox and mice energy, owls, clarifying that rider, the grief and the loss that you've suffered in the past. It's holding you back from getting up on that horse and riding off into the sunset when it comes to love. You're probably not taking any chances when it comes to matters of the heart, Pisces, because you know this, because this can be that knight in shining armor wanting to come in for you there, Pisces, but you're here like, no, with the owls, you're like, nope, it's wise if I don't get on that horse at all, because then I can't fall off the horse. It's wiser to steer clear. You know, I don't want good news to come through. I'm, you know, trying to focus on, you know, because there's a phrase that comes through with the owls sometimes, that the night is long and the owls can be heard in the distance. So it's worry about distant past things, distant past people. You're worried that that's going to come through again, that getting back up on that horse is going to bring you a fox. It's going to bring you mice. There's a lot of fear there, Pisces. So that's what's haunting your connections. Whether you're in a connection or not, you have a lot of fear of the past repeating itself, of things turning out how they've turned out in the past. So there is a lot of fear to work through there, Pisces, and it does feel to be mostly your end. Even if you're in a connection, it feels like this is you and you alone that I'm talking to here, Pisces. You know, of course, that's not going to resonate with every single Pisces. It is a collective message. You are more than welcome to check your other placements, but we'll have a look at what, you know, how you can honor the spirit of your connection. Okay, Pisces, honoring the spirit of your connection, please. Pisces, honoring the spirit of your connection. One of the only signs where I was only picking up on, you know, one side rather than a connection. Pisces, how can Pisces honor the spirit of this connection, please? On the move. Moving away or getting a new home together. Next steps, taking actions. So for you, this is more about taking actions to, you know, deal with this past stuff. Okay, on the move, get on the move. Even if you have to move home, move away from what has hurt you. Even if you have to do that physically, for a lot of you, it's not necessarily physically. It's just moving away from that energy that has hurt you in the past. We do see beyond compare. That says comparing new partners to past experiences, having a fresh take and better times. So beyond compare, it's trying to tell you here that that's how you honor any connection that comes into your life, Pisces. You honor them by understanding that this new person, this next person, is beyond comparison to the past person. Okay, that you cannot compare the two. They are not the same person. Okay, that you need to allow this new person, next person, to prove themselves to you before you tell yourself that they're going to do the same thing. They're going to be the same person. I know it's scary. I know it's scary, Pisces. I struggle myself, okay? Unlock happiness. You've got the keys to the city here, Pisces. Be vulnerable and open yourself to real love. To know that real love is beyond comparison to that past love. That past love was nothing. That was dirt compared to what could potentially be out there for you, Pisces. Okay? Be vulnerable. Open yourself to real love. Take a chance. Free yourself. Expose yourself to somebody. Not literally. I heard you, Em. Not literally. You thought it, okay? That's what I have for you, though, Pisces. I'm sorry if that was a bit confronting, but that's what we have. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements. Like I said, it is a collective reading, so it may not resonate for everyone. More than welcome to check other placements, cross-watch a specific person's placements. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you all for the Halloweens. I hope we all had a really good one and enjoyed it. Let me know what you did for Halloween in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. What's your favorite Halloween theme? Okay. Is it, we've got bats, we've got ghosts, we've got skeletons, we've got, oh, this is, pumpkin stuff, witches, just creepy stuff in general. Like, we've got, I got a lot of this sort of stuff this year. Fortune teller, because that's me, yeah? I love it. Let me know, what's your favorite part of Halloween, like theme-wise? Pumpkins? Bats? Ghosts? Skeletons? Let me know. I'd be very intrigued to know. But yeah, like, we don't really do the pumpkin stuff here in Australia. So, maybe one year I'll have to buy a pumpkin and carve a pumpkin, because it's not really, we don't really do pumpkin carving here in Australia. So, I might have to have a look at that next year. All right, but let me know if you are someone that did carve a pumpkin. Let me know, what did you carve? I'm intrigued by the pumpkin carving. It seems very difficult. I don't know if it is or not, but let me know your experiences. Okay, guys, love you all. Have a great one, and I'll see you all again soon.